Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Ooh, that's cold already. Yeah. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I just finished recording literally this whole video and realized that I was not switching between screens, so everything I was explaining was was not really there. So here we go again. I'm gonna do this again. I actually recorded this again as well last week. I tried to use Loom. And as good as it was, because I could just go from screen to screen, it was just tracking whatever I was doing. It worked really nicely, but once I actually got the video to kind of put to YouTube, the quality was horrible. So I think to get the much higher quality, I've got to pay. I'm not paying for something I'm testing. So we're back to the original way of doing it. So the reason I am doing this video is because I got a question on my last video from M, and I will go to that now. So let's go there. So the last video I did, as you can see, I got a question from M. Thanks, M. I will always try and answer you guys as soon as I can. You know, sometimes I'm busy and you just gotta wait a little bit. But basically, we were talking a little bit about what I'm doing. If you guys have been watching, I am doing this prop farming, which is using an EA basically to pass prop challenges. So I got this from M. Would you share your affiliate link and more details about the EA as well? It seems very expensive from their website. Okay, so this is what I want to go into. First of all, I did share my affiliate link with him there. If you guys do find value in this and you want to actually sign up for this, please just come to my channel, come to the video, which is live account update. I think it was the last video I did. And use this link because it does give me a little kickback, and everything I make from these affiliate links, I will kind of be pushing back into figuring out different ways to make money. You know, so everything I do hopefully will benefit you guys. You know, I'm kind of on this for the long haul, trying to figure it out, and as I figure stuff out, I'm passing it on to you guys. Okay, so first of all, what is the EA that I am using? Okay, so pop that on right there. Okay, so there we go. The company's name is Blue Edge Financial. This is the company that provides the EA that I'm using. They also provide a service called prop farming, and the whole concept is pretty much as it sounds. They have figured out a way to farm prop firms, right? So they've taken the whole concept of getting a live account, prop account, and kind of run the numbers on back-tested data and forward-tested, and figured out that you could potentially, if you have a win rate, pass rate, you could trade it the same as like a risk-reward ratio concept, right? So you keep trading until you pass and get the live, push for the full payout of the same amount. So if it's 8%, you're looking for 8,000. If it's 10% FTMO, you're looking for the 10,000, and you would get your 8,000 back. So the idea is that even if you took 5 challenges and you only passed 1 in the 5, you'd be paying $2,500 for the 5 challenges. You get the payout from 1. Let's say this is FTMO, you get 8,000, right? So you're still sitting with a fairly good, you know, spend 2,500 and you've made 8,000. So you're still sitting on 5,500 profit after all of that. And this is the key. You just got to play it like that, right? Okay, so before I go too far into this, what I do want to just make sure everyone is aware of is these guys offer this service. They offer the EA, but in no way are they saying that it's you know, it's guaranteed. It's all based on back testing. It's all based on, you know, loads of different things that they have done, and it's also, I'm going to give you my experience on it, and you've got to make the call. If you think this product has value, then it's up to you to take that leap and buy into it, because it's not cheap, guys. I'll go over the price in a bit, but before I do, I just want to make sure you guys have a read of this disclaimer. Blue Edge Financial makes no representation that any account will or is likely to achieve similar profits, right? Past results do not guarantee future results. Anyone that trades knows that. Trading in Forex market is risky, and you should only trade with money that you can afford to lose. Again, anyone that's been trading for any amount of time surely understands that you're not going to throw money in that you cannot afford to lose, because that would just be stupid, right? It'd be silly. Make sure that you're only putting money in that you can afford. And this is why, if you cannot afford this yet, that's fine. That's fine. look at maybe taking their other option, which is buying into the monthly for one license. Okay, so this is not a solicitation to invest. No representation is being made that you will achieve profits or that this trader, i.e. me, will continue to profit in the future. Now, the key thing here, guys, is I have not yet really profited from this. I am looking potentially to get my first payout today. I'm hoping I get it. So I will be at a small payout, so it's not anything huge, and I'm not flashing money in front of you guys. So I think we're fine there. I'm not literally throwing money and driving, Lamborghinis and promising you stuff. So I think we're good there. But I did have to show you that disclaimer. So with that done, let's move forward, guys. So let me explain a little bit about, so what is the EA? Okay, so with that, I'm going to come to this screen. Okay, what is this screen? So this screen is a back test on the EA, how the EA is done. So let me explain a little bit about the EA before I go into that. This EA was created a few years ago by this company with the whole idea to, one second, I might as well finish my coffee now. It's cold, it's like an iced coffee. I come from a boarding school. I was in boarding school from very young, so and I had my stepmother had 4 boys and we were 3 boys, so we never let anything go to waste. And to this day, I will never ever leave food on a plate or leave drink in a cup. That's just how I am. I don't know, anyone else that's been to boarding school, maybe you know where I'm coming from. Nothing goes to waste. Anyway, where were we? So what is the EA? The EA is called Titan X. It was created by Blue Edge Financial. And they initially created this EA with the whole idea of automating the process of potentially passing these prop firms, right? When they first released it, they had some success, a lot of people not passing it. And when you're releasing something that people are not having that much success, it's difficult, right? So they kind of withdrew it a little bit and they went back to the drawing board. And the main guy that is now behind it all, he kind of locked himself in a room and he just sat down with this thing until he figured something out. And he did. He figured out a bunch of, because you can literally, with this EA, there's thousands of variations that you can go on. Thousands and thousands of different settings that you could use. So he figured out the best settings that he could find to pass prop firms. And then he said, okay, let me back test this all the way back, starting from 2021. Let's get some numbers from this and see how many times we pass, challenge the verification, and get to a live account. And this is what he did. He has called this these settings the golden goose settings. So they will give you the set file. Basically, when they release this to you, they will give you the set files, and all you've got to do is plug and play, and you just let it go, right? So if you look at this is the. Let me actually go to theirs. That was mine. This is their data, guys. Now this is for the FTMO only, and running the GG set files all the way from the first week in January of 2021 to present. This thing has had a pass rate of 67.4%. I mean, that's amazing. So 67, almost 70% of the time you were passing phase 1. Phase 2 has had an 82% pass rate. So that means a funded rate, so getting through those and getting a funded account, 55% of the time, guys. That's crazy, right? So that's the data they have. That's what they've been looking at. And if you go through this, 2021 has actually been a much more difficult year for this. But one thing that is very interesting, because a lot of people will say, yeah, but this is just back testing, you can't rely on that data. They use Alpari data, which apparently, this is what I'm told, is the data of choice with a lot of big firms back testing because it's reliable. And what they've started from the 9th of May, they are running their back tests, but they are also themselves live taking the challenges, right? And what's interesting is, for the most part, it is matching the back data 100%, guys, apart from a few weeks where live has actually outperformed the back. And in no time, no weeks during the live has it ever performed worse. So that's really interesting, guys. Okay, since they have started the live, 66 and 80. So we're very, very close to that still, guys. So that is the concept, guys. The concept is you pay for an account, right? You take your challenge. Now, what I want to show you, based on this, I did a whole set of calculations on the GG. So they also have released now other, let me quickly show you. So they now have released this as well, right? They've released the original Golden Goose settings. They have a Golden Goose MA that's been out for a while. So those are the only two that I am using. They have now, as of the last week, released 2 new ones for current market conditions. So these guys are always updating, which is really good to know, right? So what I looked at is if you started just this year, starting the 3rd of Jan, the first week, first Monday, with the GG settings, right? This is how it would have played out, and this is important. And I think looking at this from this point of view, changed the way I see it, you know? And I'm so glad I did this. And I've actually shared this on the group as well, on the Discord, to show that there's a lot of people that get discouraged when they have 2, even 3 losing challenges in a row. And I keep telling them, you've got to just keep going, because it's, in the long run, I would say it's almost impossible for this thing to fail. I'm not saying 100% because there is no guarantee in trading ever, and I will never guarantee anything in trading. But all I can do is go on the data and put that in a format that is understandable. And for me, this is how I understand it. So what I made sure to do is every time I looked at taking a challenge, I made sure I jotted down how many days it took for that to happen, and I made sure that I would only start the next week based on that. So as you can see, this started the 10th, and then it took 8 days. So I wouldn't have started the next week, which would have been the, whatever, the 17th maybe. I would start the week after that, right? So challenge 1, we failed, $500 down the drain. Challenge 2, we passed. Verification 2, we passed. Target reached. Now target is basically still using the same set file and pushing for the same amount. I'm on True Forex Funds, so for me that is 8,000. If you were on FTMO, you probably get the 10,000. So the payout would be 6,400 if you're getting the 8K. Why have I put 6,900 there is because you also get your $500 refunded, right? So your payout is the 6,400 plus your 500. So we've already easily made that $500 back, right? The very next week, guys, we lose the account, and this is where it's very important. You are going to lose accounts, and the whole idea is you're farming. So you're just going to plant a seed, get as much as you can from that seed. If it dies, you move to the next one, plant another seed. Now you can see, guys, there's a very, very difficult run. If you started the process here, you probably would potentially have given up, and this is why it's so important to look at it from, zoomed out a little bit. So, lose account. Challenge 3, fail, $500, took 9 days. Challenge 4, pass, lovely. Verification, pass, lovely. Live account, lose without making any money. That's a hard pill to swallow, but it's going to happen, guys. $500. Challenge 5, lose, $500. Challenge 6, fail. Challenge 7, passed. Verification, fail. Dang it. Now, this is a tough run, guys. You got to remember, like, if you're in this the whole time, it's tough. But this is why it's so important. Zoom out, look at the big picture. Challenge 8, pass, 2 days. Verification, pass, 1 day. Lose account. How many times has this happened? This has happened twice. And now you're like, oh my God, what the hell's going on? Challenge 9, pass, 16 days. Verification, pass, thank goodness. Target reached. Payout, 6,900. Target reached again. Hold on. Now from 1 live account, we've just got 2 payouts. Okay, with that in mind, guys, look at this. We took 9 challenges and we only got 2 live accounts that actually paid us, right? Out of 9 challenges, only 2 paid us. But let's look at that. Total paid out, 20,700, right? Total in lost fees, 3,500. We still made $17,200 with that, which is a very, very bad performing run. Like, I would call that very bad. 2 accounts from 9, you know? Then the GG MA files, which were actually performing way better this year. Let's have a look at that. First challenge you would have failed. Challenge 2 you would have passed. Verification passed. And we're trading, right? Now look at this. With this one account, we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 payouts in a row, guys. I mean, that is when you get that, and this is going to happen, right? You're going to have those really bad runs, but you're going to have these good runs. And when you have these good runs, it is just cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So let's have a look. Overall, with the MA, we only took 4 challenges as opposed to the 9 on the GG, right? 4 challenges. We only passed, okay, we passed 2, right? Passed 2, this one paid out twice. 2 passed, 2 live accounts. Now look at this, guys. Up until the 1st of August, total payout, 62,100. Total lost, only 1,000. Total profit, 61,100. I mean, there we go. That right there just shows you the potential power of this. Now, if you were running these side by side, which is what I'm working my way towards, you'd be looking at, what's that, close to 80 grand. You know, 78, whatever it is. In, what, like 9 months? And your spend, your investment was the 1,000 plus the 3,500, 4,500 to make almost 80k. And that 80k is taken into that account. So I'm not even taking that off the 80k or the 78. That's what you ended up after these amounts, right? Before them, you're looking at 82,000. So that right there just shows you the power of this whole system, guys. Okay, so that is the golden boost, or the EA in a nutshell. I can't really show you guys settings. I can't really show you too much. But let me quickly show you guys, because you might be asking me, okay, that's fine, but how are you doing? You know, how are you doing with it all? Okay, so I will show you right now how I am doing. All right, there we go, guys. So let's go to that quickly. This is my dashboard with True Forex Funds. Let me just refresh so no one's going to question that. And I say, that's rubbish, it's not really there. There we go, guys. Okay, so let me just run through exactly how my prop farming has gone. Challenge 1. I started with my Forex funds, okay? $500 paid, and I was actually doing really well. I think I was sitting on about $104,000. And I ended up hitting the daily limit by, I think, $20. Just because at that exact time where I was in drawdown and big spike, and the EA just couldn't close in time. And because of how my Forex funds works out the drawdown, they use equity and current balance, and it's like, you know, sometimes you think you're okay and then it kind of bites you, because I thought I was still within the 4,000, around 4,000, but turned out I wasn't. So ended up losing that account even though I was ahead, way ahead of the game, which kind of sucked. You know, that was a tough pill to swallow, but because of that, I came over to True Forex Funds, okay? So let me show you guys here. I started the first account back in August. It ended on the 4th of August, and as you can see, I passed. Phase 1, we got to 108,000, right? So past that. Phase 2, again, this ended a little bit after that. This took a little while. It was up and down, but eventually we got there, 104K, and we are now on the funded account. There we go, ongoing, our live account, funded 100K account. I have started trading this manually very slowly because I'm just looking for that refund, and I'm waiting for my next live account, and that's the account that I will trade more aggressively. This one I'm just trading very passively just to keep the account, and the whole idea is that this account is going to basically keep funding new buy-ins, new 100K buy-ins. So I'm hoping that my target is $1,000 every 2 weeks, because this has a bi-weekly payout. I've actually just signed my contract with them and expecting my first payout today. So I will be getting about $500 from that, and I will be getting my $500 refund. So straight off the back of that, I'm basically giving myself 2 fresh 100K buy-ins, okay? So that's that, one done. Now, I am also, yesterday, I started a new 100K account and finished the day on 105K. So I'm already 5 and a bit % up, okay? And I think I was about 1,000 in profit already. So it's looking good. I'm hoping gold behaves itself today. If it does, we could potentially get our phase 1 passed today. That's the hope. I then also started these two small ones on the side, but that's something completely separate I'm doing. One is using GGMA and one is using GG. So I'm starting with the 10K accounts, and every week I am running basically both the GGMA and the GG like I had in that spreadsheet. That's what I'm doing with that. The whole idea is that every payout I get will start funding the next size up. So I'm hoping that I get to the 25K in the next few months, and then the 25K will go to the 50K. So I'm just making sure that these are paying for themselves. So that's a little side thing I've got going on. And then, this is my fourth right here. This is my fourth, which one is it, the 100K? This is my fourth challenge right here. My third challenge was this one, which I took after I got the funded. And it was just a legit, fail. Didn't make the amount in time. My battery is dying. That is brilliant. As you can see, guys, from my own experience, it is working very well. All right, so that's my experience so far. I'm on my fourth, and I've got to one live account, okay? I am trading that passively. If I traded that full on, I think I would have lost it the week after I was funded. And that's why. So this is another very, very important point, guys, I want to actually touch on. What these guys offer is, so let me go over the cost for you guys. To buy the prop farming blueprint from Blue Edge Financial, which basically gives you access to everything they have, and 5 licenses. So eventually the idea is that you could potentially have 5 different accounts running at the same time, right? And that's what I'm pushing for. I'm pushing to just like get as many things running at the same time as possible. So, and what that also gives you access to is other tools. So one of the other tools they have is called the bank secret indicator, which is a manual form of trading that has information like the number of people going long, the numbers of people going short. So they have like an idea of where everyone is in the market, which is a very powerful tool. And as long as everything lines up, you basically go the opposite. You go the opposite of the crowd, you know. So you go counter crowd, because for the most part, you know that most traders fail, right? Like they say, 95% of traders are failing. So you're trading with that 5 to whatever, however many percent. That's the idea. I haven't really used it, but I have seen a lot of talk on the Discord that it works very well. Okay, so that gives you access to the 5 licenses. It gives you access to anything else they have. They also have incredible training material from novice to full expert, and they have a huge library of content in terms of learning material. So it's very, very good there as well. So to buy the prop farming blueprint, which also gives you that refund, which they offer a refund. So I haven't really spoken much about that. So once you buy into this, so to buy into the prop farming blueprint is, I think it's around just shy of $3,000, $2,997 or whatever it is. And yes, that is expensive. And I know you think, man, there's no ways I'm spending that much, okay? Think of it this way. You could potentially buy into one of these prop farming things with a group of people, you know? If one of you guys understands it and is willing to be the guy that manages and runs everything, you could potentially have 4 guys sign in, and that's like $500 a person. 500, like maybe 700, whatever it is. But you can do it that way. If you have the funds, you know, sign up for it. But remember, it is money that you are willing to lose. But this is the key. This is the kicker, right? As long as you stick to everything they tell you, you basically are assured a refund. If you lose 5 challenges in a row, and you've stuck at 100% to their rules, they will give you a full refund on that $3,000, and every account you pay for, every challenge you pay for. So when you're looking at this whole prop farming thing, you basically need to free up around $5,500, because it's the $3,000 to pay for your blueprint, and then you need basically the $500 per And you wouldn't need that straight away, because to get going straight off the bat, you would basically need $3,500, because that'll buy into your first one. And then you just pay for challenge as you go, right? So with that refund, that was the reason I went into it, because knowing that it was kind of a risk-free opportunity. I could go in as long as I stick to the rules. If I fail, then I'm okay. I get my refund and maybe try again. And it went well. So the only place that you've got to be very careful with is the second you get that first funded account. Once you get a funded account, the refund then is off the table, because they have done their bit. They've given you a live prop firm account, right? They've got you to that point. Then it's up to you to make the money. They're not saying until you get a payout. They're saying until you get a live account. So when you have one live account, mine came on my second challenge, and then my third was a fail. So I started trading my live manually, very slowly, just using my EMA strategy. Very, very passive, and I'm only looking for about $1,000 every 2 weeks, which will give me potentially 2 fresh buy-ins, basically every 2 weeks. So I'm looking for a new challenge to be paid for every week, which this account is what I'm trying to achieve that with. I'm trying to achieve the new buy-in on a weekly basis with this. So that's what I'm holding this account for. And the fourth one now I'm in. I'm hoping to get the pass on the phase 1. And if I can get the pass on the verification and get to a live account, that one I'm pushing full. I'm going for broke. I'm either going for 8K profit or losing the account. And if I can get that 8K, then we're smiling. Then we've got to a point where we've had one pay us, right? And then we can just keep it. Then we just keep it rolling. That's basically everything with what the EA is. And M, yes, you touched on the fact that it is expensive. I know it is expensive, but if you look at the value, if you look at that document I prepared based on, here we go. This document is something that really, really opened my eyes to the potential of this. This is based on actual data, guys. This is actually what has happened. For 2022 especially, I mean, they started live testing it around May, and the results were exactly the same. So this is legit how your prop farming can play out, right? I mean, on the GG, you're looking at $17,200 in 9 months, which is crazy. And then on GGMA, $61,000. So, I mean, the potential is crazy, guys. It really, really is. I've given you everything. I've told you pretty much what the EA does, how they want you to sign up, the whole refund thing. It's all there. So the call is yours. If you guys are interested in this, if you want to use it, use my my affiliate link. If not, it doesn't matter. It does help out, because like I said, anything I make from that, I will be kind of exploring other options of making money, right? Other trading things, like even I've seen a lot of these groups that have signals and stuff. I'm kind of keen to explore some of them, because I want to see are they what they say they are, and I'd be willing to put whatever I make from the affiliate link. If you guys sign up and I make some, I'll be putting it into that. And if I find success in anything, you'll be the first to know. So your money, if you're buying into affiliate links, think of it this way: it's investing into more ideas and more avenues to explore to make more money. So I always want to kind of just do whatever I can to try and expose as many good opportunities as I can. So that's that, guys. What else is there? As you guys can see from my stats, my experience, I'm on my 4th challenge. I've got 1 live account. I am hopefully, I'm not going to say too soon, but hopefully on track to my second. I mean, on track to my second live account. I mean, I still got verification, still got to finish this one and verification. So, you know, it ain't done until it's done. But we are looking fairly good. If I look at the account now, okay, we've dropped down. We're about $400 in profit. So I'm sitting on about, it's dropped down a little bit. So I am around, kind of nearing 106,000 profit. So, you know, just got to hope gold behaves itself. I'm hoping to be out or hit that profit target today, because I don't really want to be in the market tomorrow, because tomorrow is big news. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be in the market. So yeah, anyway guys, that's my experience. That's everything I can tell you about the EA and about the prop farming blueprint. If you guys are interested, if you want any more information before you make that decision, contact me. You know, I'll be completely upfront with you guys. If you have questions about things, where you are worried about something, or there's anything that, you know, it seems like I'm a little bit worried about this, or this sounds too good to be true, whatever it is, just send me a message or a comment, and I'll get back to you. Anyway, that's it guys. That's where I am. That's how it's going for me. You know, going well. And as I said, getting my first payout today. I will let you guys know as soon as I have that. $1,000 in the bank, not bad. 500 is, I know 500 I'm getting back, so it's technically getting $500 in the bank. Not much, but it's a start, right? Start small and just let it slowly grow into something. But the potential for this prop farming thing, I think, is huge. It really is. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you found value in that. If you want any more information, like I said, just contact me. And we will catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.